This is Ross Minor. He's a sophomore at UNF. He lives his life in complete darkness.
My dad, couldn't handle not being with my mom and not being with my brother and I. So when we were sleeping, he came in and shot me in the head, and then shot my brother Ryan in his sleep, and then committed suicide.
While he was sleeping in his Charlotte, North Carolina home, his father came in and shot him and his brother. Since that day in 2006, Ross has had to relearn how to do everything. Lindsay Boach has his story.
Deputies say the mother was on the ground floor of the home when she heard several shots and rushed to her children's bedrooms. Both of them had been shot and her husband was dead.
It was a story our sister station in Charlotte covered 11 years ago. A tragedy in an upper-class neighborhood. Two kids shot by their father. Ross and Ryan Minor's parents were getting a divorce. Ryan died, and Ross was left with no vision in his right eye and had to get a prosthetic left eye. Ross says because it happened to him as a child, it was easier for him to deal with.
The possibility of me not achieving things wasn't even there because of my childlike optimism. So ever since I was 8, I just held on to it from there.
The public schools in Charlotte didn't have the resources he needed to be successful there. Braille books, the support. And in 2011, Ross and his mom moved to St. Augustine so he could attend the Florida School for the Deaf and the Blind. It was there he fell in love in the pool. My
mom swam, my Aunt Susie swam, my cousin swam. So I come from a family of swimmers, and in middle school, I was wanting to do a sport because I had just transferred to FSDB down in St. Augustine, and my mom suggested swimming.
He swam in meets against sighted kids, and he won. And now as a student at UNF, he's still swimming and wants to be a Paralympic athlete.
Just water is like my comfort zone. It's, whether it be a pool, a storm, the ocean, a lake, even a hurricane, I love it all. So I get to go in the water and just kind of forget all my problems and just zone out, just daydream.
But how does he swim if he can't see where he's going?
It's scary. It's scary swimming in the water, heading straight towards the wall and not knowing if you're gonna hit it.
He relies heavily on his coach, who gives him a tap when he's getting closer to the wall or he needs to flip. And his out-of-water training is just as important.
If I'm doing a streamline wrong, he'll have to guide my arms in the proper form. So he'll make me get out of the water and move my body in the correct form that I should be in, and stuff like that. So it's a pretty hands-on experience.
In a world where he relies a lot on his hands and his guide dog Dixie to continue to live a full life.
If I want something, I'm gonna work towards it no matter what. And so after I went blind, there was a lot of things me, my family, my friends thought I couldn't do, but that I've continuously shown them and the world that I can do.
And this weekend, he's taking his years of training to a U.S. Paralympic swim meet, hoping to qualify for the 2020 Paralympic Games. The meet, it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he tells me it would be great to do well in the city where he went blind. In the Information Center, Lindsay Boach, First Coast News, on your side.